The Auditor-General provides assurance to Parliament on the accountability and performance of the Victorian public sector. The Auditor-General conducts financial audits and performance audits and reports on the results of these audits to Parliament. On the 28th of May 2014, the Auditor-General tabled his financial audit report, Universities, Results of the 2013 Audits. The universities sector comprises 8 universities and 56 controlled entities. Historically, the results of audits of both universities and TAFEs were presented in one report. Due to significant changes in recent years, these two sectors have become increasingly disparate, and the results of these sectors are this year, for the first time, presented in separate reports. The results of TAFE audits will be tabled in June 2014 in a report titled Technical and Further Education Institutes, Results of the 2013 Audits. Overall, the university sector remains in a relatively healthy financial position. Universities have continued to generate operating surpluses and have low levels of debt. Active management is required, however, as operating surpluses have declined since 2009. Clear audit opinions, also known as unqualified audit opinions, were issued on the financial reports of 59 entities for 2013. Clear audit opinions are positive written expressions provided when the financial report has been prepared and presents fairly the transactions and balances for the reporting period in accordance with the requirements of the relevant legislation and Australian accounting standards. 2 universities received qualified audit opinions as a result of their accounting treatment of grants received in 2013. A qualified opinion is issued when the auditor concludes that the financial statements contain a material, or in other words, a substantial, error. The financial reports of 3 entities are yet to be finalised. The Auditor-General's assessment of universities' financial report quality showed a deterioration in 2013. Despite results of assessments being reported in previous years, some universities have not acted on related recommendations. In future reports, the Auditor-General intends to name those universities that do not improve their practices. The 8 universities generated a combined surplus of $381.7 million in 2013, a decrease of 16% from 2012. The decrease was a result of increased expenditure incurred by universities on repairs and maintenance programs, and increased depreciation costs as a result of significant capital projects undertaken over the past 3 years. Student fee revenue and the number of domestic students continued to increase in 2013. However, this masked a significant decline in vocational education and training student numbers. The value of university assets increased in 2013, with over $660 million spent on new assets. There were also some revaluation movements across the sector, which impacted on the values of some universities' land, buildings and artworks. In 2013, Monash University signed agreements with a private sector entity to sell its South African operations. From 2001 to 2013, Monash University provided almost $102 million in loan funding to its subsidiary entities associated with the South African campus. Despite some small loan repayments during this time and the sale of land and buildings associated with the campus, Monash University incurred a net loss of $60.5 million in relation to the operation and disposal of this subsidiary, including write-offs. The Auditor-General's report considers the financial sustainability of the university sector. Overall, the financial sustainability risk assessment for the sector deteriorated in 2013. 5 universities were assessed as low risk overall, with Federation and Victoria universities assessed as medium risk. Monash University was assessed as high risk due to low liquidity. However, it had some financial assets available for sale, which could be converted to cash if required. All universities recorded surpluses in 2013, which led to positive underlying result indicators. Debt levels were generally low, as was the capital replacement indicator. However, the capital replacement indicator deteriorated in 2013, with a number of capital projects coming to completion during the year. 3 universities were assessed as having a high risk to self-financing in 2013. The remaining 5 were assessed as having a medium risk. This indicates that some universities may be unable to fund asset replacement in future periods from cash generated from their operations. The report also reviewed internal controls at each of the universities, in particular focusing on procurement activities and financial policies and delegations. Each of the 8 universities had policies and procedures relating to procurement that complied with their enabling legislation and were in line with government policies and guidelines. While post-tender evaluations were generally completed for larger and more complex procurements, 5 universities did not set review criteria and timelines for the completion of these reviews. As a result, the opportunity to identify areas for improvement in procurement might be missed. Policies and management practices related to financial delegations were generally sound across the university sector. However, improvements could be made in relation to governance and oversight. Although documented policies and procedures were in place for key financial activities at universities, these could still benefit from a review against the better practice framework presented in this report. 3 recommendations were made. They related to financial report preparation processes, the timeliness of finalising reports, and the need to review financial policies to address better practice framework guidelines. The Department of Education and Early Childhood Development has accepted these recommendations. Related audits include Technical and Further Education Institutes, results of the 2013 audits, which is due to be tabled in June 2014, and the report Tertiary Education and Other Entities, results of the 2012 audits, which includes results from the university sector and was tabled in May 2013. All our reports are available on our website. If you have any questions about this or other reports, or if you have anything else you would like to discuss with us, including ideas for future audit topics, please call us on 03 8601 7000 or contact us via our website.